Oh, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. It is the day after we fixed the leak on this turd, and it actually, you know what? I need a wrench. Okay, so got the tools. Now, as I was saying, this is the day after yesterday, which was the day we fixed the leak or put all these extra hoses or whatever we did. We put hoses on this thing. So last night we had the electrical issue with it, and I thought it was a loose battery cable. That ended up not being the case, but we have some other problem here. What it may be, we don't really know yet. So I got to hook up the cable, and then we'll see if we can at least get it back over to the truck before it dies again. Okay, so cable being back on is not doing us any good so far. So I guess we'll go ahead and tip the cab up and see what we get that way. Don't really know what else to do with this thing. So, as I said, it's had gremlins before, and someone has done some creative wiring with another switch and this and that. We'll see. Okay, so not 100% sure what this relay's for, but I am 100% certain that that's not supposed to look like that. So yeah, it just kind of crumbles and falls apart here. I'm not again, well, let's see, that all kind of fell off. Yay, it's a corroded mess and it's burnt. Okay, well, let me see if I got a relay. I should have a relay laying around here someplace, and then we can go from there, because that is definitely not helping. Actually, let me try and plug it in, I guess, and see if it'll start running again. Maybe that'll help. Alright, so I don't know how well y'all can see from that distance, but anyway, there's 3 circuit breakers, 3 relays, a fuse bank here. This circuit breaker is tripping, the one on the far right side. Trips as anytime there's power on it, basically. So the question is, do we have a bad circuit breaker, or do we have a bad short to ground? And 0.2 ohms, so we have a bad short to ground on whatever that circuit breaker is feeding. Awesome. All right. Okay, so we separated the wire from the breaker just for good measure here. I'm relatively certain that whatever this wire goes to is what the problem is, but still we want to try and make sure, and yes, that is in fact, yeah, that's still a direct short to ground on that wire. So that being said, this is going to suck, because that's all through a nice heavy loom, and who knows where it goes at this point in time. So I'm going to have to do some digging and see what I can figure out. So yeah, I'll be back or I won't, one or the other. Okay, so after ripping the seat out of it so I could get in here and feel around with the arms down and all this other good stuff, we made a discovery back here after I took way too much stuff apart. But anyway, this yellow wire right here, whatever it may be for or may have been for, It was stuck down here in the fan shroud, and you can see it's been chewed on a little bit. So wedging that, unwedging it out of there has let's see if we can see, or if you can see, I should say. Probably not, but hey, we're going to try for you. Take that magnet and go play with it someplace else, please. You're noisy. I know, you're always my helper, but right now you're being annoying. And it took it from a 0.1 or 2 short to a 590 some ohm short. So it should be gone away now. Which, so, yeah. So now I got to put it back together and we'll see if it'll run or not. Either will or it won't. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay then. Okay, so now that the camera's working again, we're all wired back up over here on those things, and I taped that relay back up. For some reason, all the relays I have here at the house are 24 volt, and I haven't worked on anything with 24 volt relays for a long time. But anyway, so let's turn on this extra special little switch down here. And it's going beep.
He wants to talk to you again.
Okay. But that's how it's supposed to be doing. It should be going beep. Excuse me. Get out of the way. So let's see, will it start or not?
Dad.
Raylan, hush.
Whenever you turn on the TV.
So, that's a no. I guess we were only part way done. Okay. It would appear to be fixed. Maybe. Yeah, miserable. I don't know how people have things like this and don't have functioning battery cables on them. I just don't understand. That's like my one rule about equipment, is it has to at least start. Some people disagree with me, I guess. But anyway. So good. So far, so good. Oh, anyway, so adventures in creative wiring sorted out. I think about 50% of the problem I was having was those damn battery cable ends. But anyway, beside the point at this point in time, Yeah, that won't stay up. So I guess I'll just leave it down. It starts, it runs, it moves again. It was leaking a little bit because I forgot to tighten one of the bucket lines. So we'll have to fill it back up with hydraulic oil. And like I said, I'm going to find me some battery cable ends tomorrow and put them on here, and then we'll go from there. That kind of thing just drives me nuts. It's so simple. But that's me. That's my mechanical mind driving myself nuts over somebody else's machine. But like I said, he'll pay me for them too. It'll be all right. So yeah. And if he don't pay me for the battery cable ends, well, guess I got me a skid steer now. So for now, thanks for watching, and we'll be back later. Too late, sorry.
It's okay. I was just hopping up to see what.
Wow. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.